Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and this is Expedition 3 Pages. And in this video, I'm going to be letting you know how my reading went in the second week of May. I'm going to be picking my next read recommended by you guys, and I'm going to be pulling the winner of the giveaway from the last round of Tales from Two Trails, which I'm so excited about. I have a little pot here. It's got the people who decided to enter the competition, so I'm going to pick one of these guys today and then I'm going to send them a book off of their Amazon wish list, and I'm very excited about it. Let's build up some anticipation and I'll do it at the end of the video. However, of course, you have the ability just to skip to the end of the video if you want to. But first of all, let me tell you how my reading went in the last week. The book that I'm currently reading, recommended by you guys. If I don't know, you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, because you guys won the last round of my TBR game, you get to choose my books for the month of May, at least partially. There are some books that I have to read anyway. But yeah, and I'm trying to read as many as I can, because the more points I get, the more chance I get of being in a better position for the next round of the TBR game. So last week I did pick my second read recommended by you guys, and that was Sythe by Neil Schusterman, which was recommended to me by Brittany. And I only managed to read, well, I'd already started last week. I read one chapter. And then I had to spend the whole of last week reading Villette by Charlotte Bronte, ready for a book club that I had yesterday, which was Sunday. And this is pretty dense. It's like full on, pretty small, very, very descriptive writing. And so it did take me the whole week, not gonna lie. However, I ended up really enjoying this one. I think I gave it 4.5 stars in the end. It is, like I say, very wordy, very descriptive. However, I did pair this with the audiobook on Scribd. So the version that I listened to had the narrator of, what's her name, Mandy Weston. And I thought she did a really good job, and she did a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this in the end. I thought it was good. I thought in parts it was funny. It had, it's Bronte, so it had a bit of a gothic vibe to it in places as well. This cover, I don't really understand it. Well, I do, but I don't at the same time, compared to like what the book's about. I don't think this is the best representation of the story, in all honesty. And I'm not massively, anyway, it's not important, but I'm not a massive fan of these editions. So in this book, you're following Lucy Snow, who doesn't have many personal connections. She's kind of on her own more than she isn't on her own. She does have a godmother, but after she's grown up, she does try and get a job in the UK. Something happens which means that job ends quite abruptly, and she just looks around her. She just thinks, I've got nothing here in this country. I don't really have a family. I don't really have anything. Nobody's going to have my back. So she just makes the decision to just up and leave and move to France and to try and find a job and a life in France. It has been suggested that this storyline has been heavily influenced by the experience Charlotte Bronte had of going to be a governess in Belgium. In the introduction of the book, it was kind of like there's a bit of debate about how much it's been influenced and all of that. But essentially, Lucy moves to the town of Villette and starts to build a life there for herself. And like I said, I did find this funny in parts, but it is also very heavily about loneliness and about not really having anybody who just loves you unconditionally and having to just be on your own and coping with that. And it was quite sad to read about, in parts, about Lucy dealing with this, but I did actually also find it really interesting just reading about the perspective of having a bad mental health situation happen in your life, and like how you deal with it, how you want to kind of express it to other people. And like, it was quite an interesting thing to read about, considering this was written in 1853, just to get a perspective from back in the day and kind of maybe how some people would have viewed mental health at that time. So yeah, I did find it very interesting, and I think if you have any kind of interest in life back in the mid-1800s that isn't from the perspective of a young woman being taken to find a suitor at a ball and actually another side of the story, then I think you would really enjoy this. Some of the characters were really funny. Actually, the two characters that I found really funny, I won't say who they are necessarily, but they weren't great people. Well, I think a lot of people were very kind of morally grey in this, but like, they weren't great people, but they were kind of funny to read about. Yeah, I just had a really good time just going through this novel and seeing how Lucy's life changed over time and how she dealt with the different situations that she was put in. This is definitely a book that I would want to reread, because there were lots of passages in here where if I could sit and take my time over them, then I'd probably get a lot more out of them than I did the first time. I did have to read it quite pacey to get it done for the book club. But yeah, in the future, I would like to sit down with this again and just take it a little bit more slowly. So last night after my book club, I did sit down before bed and pick up Sythe again by Neil Schusterman. And I got to chapter 4. So I read a couple of chapters and I'm already so intrigued. Like, the whole concept of this book is so intriguing and thought-provoking, and yeah, it feels like I'm reading through a thought experiment. One of your classic thought experiments, and then, okay, this is an idea, how will this play out? And yeah, it's fascinating so far. I'm not going to talk about it too much here because I'm hoping to finish it this week, and then I will update you in the next May update video. I do want to pick my next book after this because I do find that if this is the only book that I'm kind of concentrating on, although I am doing a buddy read at the moment as well, but I'll talk about that next week too. Like, I don't want to drag my feet too much with it and be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm reading right now, because I have points to collect and this will only get me point number 2 and I need more than that. So I'm going to pick another comment and I'm going to pick a book from that. So I'm going to do a screenshot and we'll find out together what I'm going to be reading after Sythe, which is exciting. So let's go comment generator. Okay, so this is the website I'm going to use. I'm going to paste my YouTube video link there and let's fetch a comment. Oh, yeah, include replies, that's fine. Continue. Pick a winner. Ashleigh! Oh, okay, Ashleigh also recommended me Thursday Murder Club, but I read that first because Amanda also suggested that one. So I've got a choice between Gilded, The Book of Dust, Sythe, which I'm already reading, and The Final Empire, which I do need to read, and I probably should read. Oh, I don't know what to pick. Ashleigh, you've given me so much choice, thank you. Okay, so Thursday Murder Club done, Sythe reading, Gilded, The Book of Dust, or The Final Empire. Right, I'm going to get those 3 books. Okay, so we have The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman, Gilded by Marissa Meyer, which I have started. I'm on page 148. I picked up a while ago but wasn't in the mood for it, so I could read that. Or The Final Empire, which I did start buddy reading with Michelle from Reading on My Breaks, but we also it wasn't the right time for us to read it. And I got to page 152 from The Final Empire. I don't know what to do because I feel like this is on my 40 books to read by the time I'm 40 list, so I should definitely pick up this one. I'm just worried because I wasn't in the mood for it and it wasn't that long ago that we stopped reading it. Gilded maybe? Book of Dust. I don't want to read the Book of Dust right now because I've started the other 2, so I feel like starting the Book of Dust might be foolish because it's quite big as well. I'll make a decision between Gilded or The Final Empire by the time, yeah, and I'll let you know next week what I chose and which one I'm reading. So yeah, thank you Ashleigh for those suggestions and I will read one of them. Okay, it's now time for the giveaway, which I'm very excited about. Now I want to be totally upfront with you guys. I did just do this and there's a problem with me being able to buy a book off of the wish list for this person. I tried with a few things and it just wouldn't let me send to the location, so I'm really, really sorry about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So yeah, anyway, let's pick another winner and see what's up, and let's hope that I'm able to buy something off your wish list. Yeah, okay. This one. This one. Okay, let's go. So, oh no, are there 2 here? Oh no, there's 2. I've put one back. I obviously couldn't see who it is. Let's have a little look and see who's the winner. It's Dee! Dee is the winner. Dee participates a lot in Tales from Two Trails and I'm very excited that you are the winner. Okay, before I get too excited, I'm going to go ahead and check I can actually send you a book. And then, yeah, I will let you know ASAP. Okay, yes, it looks like I can buy you a book. And so I'm going to go and do that right now before it changes its mind. And yeah, so when this video is out, you'll either have your book already or it will be on its way to you very soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, much apologies to the other person that I pulled out. I don't know if I just can't buy things from Australia or if there was another problem, but let me know if you're a booktuber and you've had that problem before and if there's anything I can do about it. It just kept saying can't send to this location, can't send to this location. So yeah, so sorry about that. But congratulations to Dee, you are the the winner for the Tales from True Tales giveaway. Congratulations, and thank you so much for joining in. I am going to choose between one of these two. I'm kind of edging towards this one because I actually have this on audiobook, so I can get on and read it on audio. And I can probably overlap this with Sythe because I don't have the Sythe audio. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I've made my decision right now. I think I'm going to listen to this on audio while I'm reading Sythe, and then carry on like reading and listening to it afterwards before I pick the next one. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know how your second week of May has gone and what you guys are reading at the moment. And yeah, congratulations again to Dee, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye.